And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Love. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Asante Samuel Jr. that time up to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Love. Campbell making the catch. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to have a Packers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. Chris Jones on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Love going to give this one to Jones. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now Love. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Love now to pass on first down. That's complete to Rodgers. A gain of 6 there on first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On second down, it's Jones. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Juwann Winfree there to make the grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill. 52 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is down to a field goal. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Love. Open man is Winfree. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And it looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Throwing. Love. Over the middle, that's caught by Amari Rodgers. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. Third and 2. Love with it. This one swung out here to Jones. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a first and 10. Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. To throw now. Here's Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. On third down, Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Now a second down and 6. Now here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. On first down, Hines. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Mahomes going to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Here's Hines. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. 49.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To throw again on second down. Love. Making the catch, it's Winfrey. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Love now. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Love looking to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, we're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Love. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
He'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hines. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 41, Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him at the tight end position in catches, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, and Tony Gonzalez. You catch 815 passes as a tight end in the NFL, call your tailor and get measured for the gold jacket.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. It's Love now back near his goal line.
eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This to Hines on the drop-off. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And again, it's Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jordan Love and the Packers heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A give to Jones. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken at the 46. There will be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score in garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays, and I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say probably going to go back to him. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And Sharp calls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, right back to Hines. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And a good tackle there right around the 30 stops him short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Love. Catch made here by Campbell. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. In 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Here's Love. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Uchenna Nwosu drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
KC's offense ready to take over.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st down, Hines. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the 1st sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes.
And this pass broken up. And the contact lulled time there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Butker's kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will wind up a long. a fourth down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. On second down now, it's Hines. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first down, Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. A third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Now it's Mahomes again. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So he's got another field goal. His fourth now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. And that is incomplete. On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Alex Anzalone, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down.
How about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throw left side complete. That's Wilkins. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays, and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They'll run on 1st down. Atkins. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Atkins. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. On 1st down, Bass. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw on 2nd down, Bass. Touchdown, Packers.
A.J. Dillon there to make the grab. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, Packer pressure, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
On second down, Atkins. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The Chiefs on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is third down and 12. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Bass.
He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. Back to throw. Bass. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did.
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Kansas City defense, they make their way onto the field now. first down. Shelton. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw. Bass. He finds his man. Complete. That's Shelton. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Butker's kick here is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
So the Packers down by 15, 2:07 remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bass. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilkins. And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Atkins. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Throwing on first down. Bass. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilkins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Bass. Complete. Dillon. And the ball is loose. Dillon lost it. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
No coach or team.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man, complete. It's Shelton. On third down, Bass. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Looking deep downfield. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now This game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.